please.
Okay. Yes, madam.
Okay. So, very good morning to one and all present over here. Respected Dr. Aman Patel, Provost, Parul University, Dr. Abhay Dharamsi, Dean, Faculty of Pharmacy, Dr. Guno Chakrabarti, Principal, Parul Institute of Pharmacy and Research, Dr. Lalit Lata Jha, Principal, School of Pharmacy, Parul University, Dr. Hardik Soni sir, Senior Manager, Research and Development Department, Basu Research Center, a division of Basu Healthcare Private Limited, faculty members of Parul and other colleges and universities, and my dear colleagues and my dear students. On behalf of Faculty of Pharmacy, I, Bhavisha Patel, welcome you all in a national webinar on role of natural plant medicine in COVID-19. I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. Hardik Soni sir as an expert, and besides his busy schedule, Dr. Hardik Soni sir has given us time to interact with us and to deliver his talk. So let me first introduce Dr. Hardik Soni sir. Sir is working as a senior manager in Research and Development Department of Basu Research Center, a division of Basu Healthcare Private Limited, Vadodara, Gujarat. Sir has total 11 years of experience in a herbal, ayurvedic, cosmetic, nutraceutical, drug research, including development and selection of ingredients for new formulations, formulation and development of Ayurvedic pharmaceutical and nutraceutical products, standardization and development of various analytical methods of raw materials and finished products using instruments like HPLC, HPLC, gas chromatography and UV, etc. He has completed more than 80 toxicity study, more than 40 preclinical study, more than 13 clinical trials of different drugs and formulations. He has more than 50 international research publications. He guided more than 45 students, and he has role as a reviewer in more than 5 scientific journals. And he also has experience of trademark search and patent filing and exposure of different regulatory national and international guidelines. So with this, I would like to request you, sir, to start the session. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, madam, for your kind introductions and all. I am highly thankful to the Parul University for inviting me and sharing my thoughts on the role of natural products in COVID-19. I hope you all are safe at your home or at your workplace. Without wasting much time, I want to start my presentations to with you, friends. I hope I am audible to you, madam. It is okay?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, friends. So our today's topic is role of natural plant medicine in COVID-19. So as all we know, the situations of COVID-19. So this is all about the basic criteria and the basic fundamental of the COVID and pathogens. I have just repeated out over here, so we can just stress out the disease conditions. We all know that the COVID-19 is the virus disease and the infections through the COVID conditions, and the most of the common symptoms associated tiredness, loss of taste and smell. Another things, the less common symptoms which we come to observe that the ache and the pains, sore throats, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, and the rashes of the skin and the discoloration of the finger and the toes. But the point is, the why COVID-19 or the coronavirus, how it affects to the body and which is the different organs which affecting through the coronavirus. So this is the probable pathogenesis of the COVID-19, how coronavirus is affecting our body. So this one is the first thought, that is the lungs. It affects directly to the lungs, and the blockage maybe arises over the lungs. So the respirations may block. And another organ will be the heart, the coagulations of the blood, so maybe the risk of the heart attack or the myocardial dysfunctions may be arise. Another one organ is the kidney. So the toxins that release from the bodies, which are affecting to the kidneys, and there may be acute kidney injuries or the acute kidney damage may be happen with the coronavirus. But the most important effect is the psychological impact. Due to the how of the coronavirus and such infections, psychologically or the mentally, the patients go to the in the depression and the stress. So it may impact a lot because due to the condition of the stress and the psychological factor, the body's immune response become a down, and it cannot be able to respond properly in the conditions of the recovery or the restore of the conditions. So psychological impact is the more important in the case of the COVID-19 disease. This is the common precautionary measure which we are following in these conditions are the mandatory for the mask as per the guideline, social distancing we are following, we are maintaining our hygiene practices, guidelines also. But the question is are there any specific medicine is available to prevent or to cure the coronavirus? So this is the report of the WHO World Health Organization has mentioned that up to date there is no specific medicine to recommend to prevent as well as to cure the coronavirus conditions. We are still trying and still doing our research to get the proper solutions for such conditions to fight with the COVID conditions and all. But are antibiotics effective in preventing the treatment of the new coronavirus? More or less, before some time ago, we thought that the antibiotics will work on these conditions and we can able to get the proper benefit to fight against the coronavirus from the antibiotic. But this is the myth. Antibiotic having the role on the bacteria only, and this is the virus disease, so we cannot able to get a proper treatment or the proper solutions from the antibiotics. Okay. Now, so if we don't have any medications or if we don't have any prevention mode of therapy, then what we have? So what we have is our immune system. So first line of defense to fight with the coronavirus is our own body's natural ability to defense system is the immune system. If our immune system is more capable and the more strong, then we can definitely fight with the different type of bacterial as well as the viral infection like COVID-19. So what will be our target? So this is I have covered out here is the immunity. So I think you all know about the different types of immunity and all. So here is the here is the innate immunity, which means innate immunity comes from our birth. Okay, so it is from the origin, organ, tissue, cell, or the innate immunity. Another immunity type is the acquired immunity, immunity that which develops during our lifestyle. It is again subdivided into the two parts. One is the active immunity and another one is the passive immunity. Active immunity represents that develops in the response to the any infection or the vaccination that may be a natural by the infection of the such viruses and all, which we can say herd immunity and all. And another one is the artificial. If we have done the vaccinations to the particular viruses or bacteria, then it can be artificial immunomodulation therapy. Another one is the passive immunity, which develops after the receiving the antibodies from someone or somewhere else. Okay, it can be further divided in the natural and artificial. Natural comes from the genetics and from the mothers and the breast milk. Another one is the artificial. So what our target is to fight with the coronavirus is the natural medicine falls under here artificial. Okay, so antibodies received from the medicine, that may be an allopathic medicine, that may be a nutraceutical, that may be a herbal medicine, or that may be a natural product, or that may be by yoga or lifestyle practices. Okay, so this is our target to develop our immunity. Now, the question is that what is the different factor which are involved in weaken immune system of our body? Okay, so focus here. Here is the one is the stress, another one is the sedentary lifestyle, over exercise, UV radiation, exposure to the UV radiation, sadness, grief, excessive sad mood, then disturb the sleep cycle. Another one is the unhealthy life or unhealthy diet. Some is the tobacco and alcohol practices, addiction of tobacco and alcohol, and the free radical generation environmental exposure. So, friends, these are the common factors which are responsible to weaken the immunity. And day by day, we are more exposing such type of factors due to our routine lifestyle practices and due to our maybe heavy and loaded work culture and this all. So, by these factors, our immunities are affected. And what is the risk associated with the weak immunity syndrome? So we all know that we easily able to contaminate with any infections if our weak immunity is weak. Okay, so people with weak immunity is more and more having the chances to higher risk of experiencing the frequent infections, seasonal infections, some type of severe symptoms they are observing like a cold, flu, fever and all. So conditions like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, liver disease, alcoholism or the tobacco consumptions, HIV and AIDS, such type of patients having more risk to the exposure of the COVID-19. Now, the question is why immunity booster is required? Okay, we have already discussed about the type of the different immunity, and now we are discussing the why immunity booster is required. So this is the common slogan in the Ayurveda, and the known slogan in the Ayurveda is that the prevention is better than cure. Okay, so if you have such situations that you cannot avoid, you don't have any medication for such treatment, then the segment it is the prevention is better than cure. The only way we have and the only rule we have that we have to prevent ourselves from the such type of infections. Okay, so why immunity booster? So first one is to protect the bodies against as well as mental health. It is also essential to improve our physical and mental health to maintain our body's immunity as strong as possible. Then to develop a resistance against disease associated with seasonal and environmental changes. To maintain good health of organs and detox your body. And to support overall growth of the body. Now, comes to the natural products and come to the concept of the Ayurveda. In this COVID situations, we all know that the Ministry of Ayush has represented the different guidelines and the different treatment options for the prevention as well as the curative aspects. And more or less, major populations have come to know that the effectiveness of the Ayurvedic medicine or the natural products in these situations. Okay. So what is the fundamental theory of the Ayurveda to fight with any type of disease? It may be an infection disease or it may be a different type of disease. Okay. So Ayurveda believes in the complete and the holistic approach to fight with the overall aspects of the body. Okay. So first aspect is your physical entity. That means your body's process, your organs, your physical fundamental. Another aspect is your mind and the psychological aspect. So stress, anxiety is also considered in the treatment aspect of Ayurveda. And third one is the sound that may be correlated with our social aspects, our behavior, our style, our rituals and our spirituals and all. So these three aspects is a very important to maintain the healthy health of the human body and the human system. Now, what is the concept of immunity in Ayurveda? As we have discussed in the previous slide, that is the three aspects covered in Ayurveda: body, mind, and soul. Now, this is in the detail in Ayurveda under the multiple topics. Which are the topics covered in? That is the bala, the concept of strength, which is represents the physical strength of our body. Okay, it explains the ability of the bodies to nourish and prevent the fight with any diseases and the prevention of diseases. Okay, bala. Then another one is the Vyadik Shamatva. It means the concept of resistance to illness to the any diseases. Okay, so this is directly correlated with the illness of our body. Another concept is the ojas, the concept of the supreme resilience. This is ojas that will represent with the spiritual and the socio-economical conditions and the any environmental changes or the external factor to the human body. Now, move ahead with this concept to the natural medicine. Why natural medicine is the hope or is essential to fight with the such infectious diseases? So first thought is the holistic approach. As we have learned previously, the holistic approach means to treat the physical issues or the physical symptoms of the any disease. Another approach is the psychological approach, and third approach is the spiritual and the sociological approach. So see, this is the holistic approach covers in the natural medicines or Ayurvedic medicines. Second advantage is and the objective is to prevention and cure. So natural medicine is effective in the both sectors. One is the preventive and the another one is the curative aspect. If we are taking the medicine in the particular dosage form, which can be the helpful for the preventions and the all. And another aspect is the curative aspect. By the curative aspect, we can give a modern medicines, the guidelines and the all. Okay. And third topic is hundreds of phytoconstituents. Why natural medicines is more effective in such type of disease? Allopathic medicines, we are giving the pure isolated compounds for the treatment, and we are targeting on the particular receptor level theory. Okay. And in the natural medicines, we are getting bundles of phytoconstituents in the one raw material. And when we are doing the combinations of the such raw materials, then we are getting the different type of group of compounds in the one single medicine. That is maybe the alkaloidal group, that may be a saponin, that may be a tannin compound, that may be isoprenols, and that may be a quinones compounds. Okay. So this is the major advantage of natural medicines, that body get isolate the necessary compounds or the necessary molecules that it requires to recover or heal the organs affected with the disease conditions. Another important point is the high compatibility and the safety. Natural, as we all know, the natural products having the higher dose of lethality, so that we cannot get any toxic effect. It means of the 3 to 4 gram or 5 gram doses. So that is a more safety profile in the natural products. There may be some toxicity in the mineral preparations and the rest of the products. But if we are talking about the natural medicine, that is a risk. Toxicity issues will be there, and high compatibility with the any age group. We can accommodate the children to the geriatric patients in the this portfolio under these medicines for the treatment. Then proven to boost the immunity, that we all know guduchi, amlaki, turmeric, and all is having a good immunity aspects and the boosting the immunity. Now, when we have already talked the why natural medicine is effective, so now I want to share with the what is the current scenario our traditional science or our natural medicines. So this is, I have just compiled over here such news cuttings or such advertising points over here. That one is from the Times of India that in the 1st July 2020 that Ayurvedic medicines effective against coronavirus finds the study. A scientist study by scientific in the King George Medical University has found that Ayurvedic medicine and the home remedies like turmeric, neem and tulsi not just build the immune against disease, but may also to an extent be block the novel coronavirus from affecting the person's body. So this is the studies done by the George Medical University regarding the natural products, and also it is published in the Stinger and the Natural Journals of the viral diseases. Another example, on July 9th, India's Economic Times reported on a recent virtual meeting focused on Ayurvedic medicine as a possible COVID-19 treatment. A group of eminent Indian and American scientists and doctors met with the Indian ambassador to the US to discuss the scientific revolution and the scientific studies for the COVID-19 under the Indian and the US trial. For the such a Ayurvedic formulation, they have selected out like Giloy Ganpati, and they have taken up the Mahasudarshan Ganpati and all. So this type of studies people are initiating and to fight with the COVID-19. Another news is that covered by the Times of India again, Ashwagandha against coronavirus, that is research initiated by IIT Delhi and the Japan's university to get the efficacy of the Ashwagandha on the particular disease condition. Now, Ministry of Ayush, what the Indian government are doing for such type of disease conditions. So Ministry of Ayush has already started the clinical trial of Ashwagandha and for other Ayurvedic herbs like Giloy, Tulsi, Yashti Madhu, and another one is the cinnamon. For the coronavirus treatment, here is what they need to know. It is the detailed article, you can get the detailed information from the webpage. Another cuttings is that the Ayurvedic treatment of COVID-19 and the case report is published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicines. They are talking about that if the patient is treated with the Ayurvedic medicine, they cure the patients with the help of Ayurvedic treatment like the Mahasudarshan and the traditional therapy in the COVID positive patients. This is the guideline published by the Ministry of Ayush in these situations, that what should be the measures we have to take for the COVID-19 crisis. Okay, so the proper aspect they have covered. This is very important to understand. They have covered all the aspects. They cover the physical aspect, they cover the spatial aspect, they cover the psychological aspect also. First one is the measure, the enhancing immunity. They give a guideline, different guideline and a different tips for the enhancing the immunities. Another one is the simple Ayurvedic procedures to build the internal organs and the internal immunity. Third one is the action for building the dry cough and the sore throat for the treatment, the respiratory tract. We have to maintain the health of the respiratory health. So they have the given us the guideline for the cold cough and the sore throat. I don't go with the detailed discussion because you all know about the guidelines published by the Ministry of Ayush. My intention over here to give you the clear-cut idea about the what people are doing across the world with the COVID-19. So this is the just idea, just thought behind this slides. Okay. Now we come forward and move forward regarding the medicinal plants. So what will be the effective medicinal plants against the COVID-19? One by one we will discuss. First one is the turmeric. So all we are using in the as a home remedy, turmeric is commonly used in the our kitchens, and we are commonly using our all the recipes, food recipes. So what is the active constituents and how turmeric is effective on the COVID-19? So scientific research shows that curcumin may help to fight against COVID-19 infection due to its ability to modulate the various molecule targets that contributes to the attachment and the internalizations of the SARS-CoV-2 in the many organs, including liver, cardiovascular, and the kidney. We have already discussed that COVID is affecting the liver, lungs, kidney, heart, and all. So curcumin is effective to the all the organs. This is the holistic approach of the natural medicine. Curcumin could also modulate the cellular signaling to the pathways such as inflammation, apoptosis, and the RNA replications. It may also suppress the pulmonary edema and the fibrosis associated with the pathway COVID-19 infection. Now, another example of the medicinal plant is Giloy, Guruji, that we call the botanical name as the Hinospora cordifolia. The one of the important aspect regarding the Guruji in Ayurveda, Guruji is called as a Rasayana drug. Rasayana means the drug which is used for the rejuvenations of the body, the drug which is used for the cover the all the aspect of the treatment of the human body and all. So the major constituents, the bitter compounds which we are getting from the Guruji, and what is the pharmacological role is mentioned over here. That the plant is the powerful house or powerhouse of the antioxidant that help to neutralize free radicals. Free radical is the source which weaken the immunities and prevent the inflammation. It also helps purifying blood and boost the immunity. It flushes out the toxins from the body and fight against bacteria and the viruses effectively. And another study shows that they have an effect on the different symptoms like the coronaviruses, like inflammation, cough and cold, breathing problems and all. Third medicinal plant, Ashwagandha, Vidania somnifera. It has a Vidanol and the Vidapirin as active constituents, and it is a known through these COVID situations come to the focus for its boosting immunity capability, and it improves the physical strength and the energy also. The scientific research showed that Vidanol, an active principle of Ashwagandha, is highly effective and significant to fight against COVID-19 enzyme for responsible to do this marker phytoconstituents. Another medicinal plant is the Tulsi, holy basil. This is commonly used in our routine lifestyle. Cinnamon, Tulsi, Ocimum sanctum. It has eugenol, ascorbic acid, oleanoic acid as a part of chief chemical constituents, and the plant has antiviral and antibacterial properties. The natural essential oil extracted out from the plant is helped to reduce the cold and congestion in the chest. The oils also act as a stress booster, stress reliever on the person. Another one is a ginger, dry or as well as the fresh. Ginger, the officinalis having the active constituent of the ginger or the saffron. It has a main effect on the respiratory tract. It has an anti-cassine effect. Sometimes we come to the exposure of any seasonal allergic and all. So we are taking a ginger tea, or we are taking a ginger syrup or a ginger liquid as a home remedy to treat the seasonal exposure of allergy and all. So they have a good respiratory effect on the respiratory tract diseases. Another hope of medicinal plant is the black seed. Nigella sativa, that in the common terms we call is the Kali or the Kalonji. They have chemical constituents active is a thymoquinone. Thymoquinone may block the entry of virus into the pneumocytes and the angiotensins converting enzyme too. So thymoquinone is the hope for the upcoming days of research that this plant may be a good efficacy or maybe a good curative aspects in the conditions of COVID-19. Another plant is the Yashti Madhu, Glycyrrhiza glabra. So glycyrrhizic acid is the active constituent of Glycyrrhiza glabra. And this is also one of the reputed plants coming into the focus during the situation. And the many institutions across the globe are working on this. And some of this scientific publication is published in some journals that the scientific studies show that the phytoconstituents found in the licorice poses the significant affinity towards the functional reason of viral proteins, including spike, proteases, and the polymerase, as well as the host surface receptor of the ingredients of the medicine plants to fight against the COVID. Now, we have to also focus that what is the different Ayurvedic formulations in the market to fight against the COVID situations. Come into the focus during this situation is one is the Giloi Ganpati. Giloi means the Guruchi, Dinospora caudifolia, for boost the immunity system. Another one is the Mahasudarshan Ganpati, which come into the focus for the treatment of the fever and the fatigueness or the dizziness during the situations. Another one that is the Ayush Quath, that is a guideline published by the Ministry of Ayush. The combination of the 4 herbs, it is called as a Ayush Quath. Another is the Chaman Fras. It is the overall health or the overall immunity or the overall well-being of the mental and physical health. Another proprietary Ayurvedic formulations are also in the market. They have their own scientific rationale, they have their own scientific literatures and the review, and they have made formulations and they combine the drugs in the one packet and the compatibility for the patient compliance. They convert the dosage form in the compatible form. Such formulations comes in the market is Tulsi drops, immunity booster tablets, some of the herbal granules are widely coming to the focus during these situations. Now, what is the role of the natural medicine in COVID-19? So, how the natural medicines play an important role in the COVID-19 situations? So, first one is the prevention concept. Here is the prevention aspect. So, in pre-COVID situations, how we can prevent our bodies from the fighting with immunity. So, one concept is the boost the immunity. Another aspect is the maintain the good health. We have to focus on our lifestyle, day-to-day lifestyle. We have to maintain our lifestyle practices. We have to maintain our food practices. We have to also maintain some of our bad habits, or we have to regain or recover from our routine unwanted habits. Another aspect is the treatment during COVID situations. So natural medicine has a good role in the treatment also. The safe and the effective treatment to fight against the natural medicines, like we have already discussed about some medicines, that is a Giloi is there, Tulsi is there, Cinnamon, Ashwagandha is there, Mahasudarshan Ganpati. So that is the different formulations which we are recently using for the treatment of the COVID-19. And it also covers the holistic approach. Another one is the restorations. In the current scenario, we come to know that after the successful treatment of the COVID-19, patients are exposed to post-COVID syndrome. They come to exposure in the disturbance in the respiratory tract. After the recurrence of the COVID situations, they also having some dizziness, fatigueness, they have a problems of the respirations, they come to exposure some of the heart problems and all. So restoration, it is also important that natural medicines can help us to restorations of the post-COVID situation that rejuvenate the body and that helpful for the maintain the well-being of the physical and the mental health. Overall gist of this presentations is to all to cover all the aspect of the prevention. It is up to the prevent. It is the body, it is the mind, it is the soul, it is our lifestyle. Okay, but COVID-19 is not a single problem for our India's health culture. We have a different health issues in India. Is a cancer. One is a cancer, is the high number of the patients we have in our Indian populations. We are suffering from the different type of cancer. Maybe mouth cancer, or breast cancer, or pancreatic cancer, or etc. Another problem which we are facing is the tuberculosis. Another is the issue is the diabetes, obesity due to our lifestyle and our sedentary lifestyle. Heart attack is a major concern in the today's health, India's health population. Stress and anxiety due to the high professional lifestyle and all. So this is the major concern apart from the COVID-19. So I just want to share that we have to also think over that when we have taken a help of the natural products to fight against the COVID-19, so why not for such diseases? So we have to also focus and also have to research for such conditions that how natural products can help us to fight against such type of diseases in the upcoming days, and we can able to come out with such a good solution for such a troubleshooting India's health concern of such type of diseases. So, by covering this slide, I want to conclude my speech over here, and I thank you to all of you for peaceful listening and all. I have just covered simplify the aspect over here. I have not taken up a more scientific and a more scientific rationale, because this is just an introductory session, and I have to just show up that